It's bad. It's bad. It's definitely bad. It's definitely bad. We're gonna get to it. We got a lot to walk down today. We got some talk about Big, Notorious B.I.G., of course. We got Eminem. We got Big U. We're gonna start to unfold this story around SKG and Big U. Okay. And when we get to that story, I want everybody to we're gonna treat it respectfully and slight trigger warnings. Nipsey's hustle name comes into that a little bit in ways that isn't in the best light, but we're gonna treat it with respect. But we really unpacking some of this stuff here, people, because we're walking back. That Big U situation is a big deal. We got Mo 3 and Yella Beezy topic to go down. I don't know. I don't know if Yella Beezy was put in a spot, and Mo 3, I'm getting more and more of a look into who he was. Wow. We got some Drake updated paperwork, the whole lawsuit. His lawyers responded yet again to UMG. They want them contracts. They want that pay. They want all them requests from UMG. What else we got going on? What's the stream without some Kanye West these days? Okay, him and Jim Jones. He recently attempted to expose Jim Jones. We're gonna talk about that. I got some more stuff too, but people, I need everybody to hold me down and realize that the topics that we go over in these streams, they may not fit in the thumbnail, they may not fit in the title. Okay, so make sure that you guys, when you share these streams, when you click into these streams, you know that there could be additional stuff going on. I just named way more stuff than is included in the thumbnail and the title. You could only do but so much there. Okay, we're gonna start in about 10, 15 seconds, real quick. Shout out to the whole chat that's pouring in. Appreciate y'all. Good morning. Shout out to our members. DMV Dollars, the building is in the building. The first member that I seen jump into the stream chat. I see our member James Young in the building. I see our member Big Yella Beezy. Big Yella Beezy, my bad. I'm already podding. I'm already in mode. Big Yella 317, my bad, homie. That's the homie around here. I see Kelson's in the building. All my members is here. Do I got any mods? Cap is in the building. Mods is here. What's up, Cap? Good morning. Okay, Avis is here. Mods is in the building. Okay, we ready to work. Good morning, love. Miss B is in the building. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so I got members and mods ready to go. And shout out to the whole chat. I appreciate y'all. Good morning. All right, let's start because, like I said, we got a lot. Drake. Hey, Drake. All right, let's go. Drake's got some updated paperwork here, people. So the last time that we covered Drake versus the UMG lawsuit, it was UMG Drake versus UMG. UMG dropped that ether-like response. We saw that, trying to get this whole case dismissed. They like, get this up out of here. This guy's in some Karen shit. This is the nature of a rap battle. It goes all the way back to Roxanne. And we saw Foxy Brown and Little Kim do it. We saw Nas and Jay-Z do it. We saw Meg Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj do it. They was naming female battles in it and shit. And it's just like, yo, man, we got to get this up out of here. This is the nature of a rap battle. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, he's highlighting Not Like Us. There's stuff that happened on both sides of Not Like Us. You had the Hot Part 6 on this side over here. You had songs in which case Drake was actually begging Kendrick to drop, and let's go, let's do it. And even the stuff that he put in Not Like Us, guess what? Drake asked him to do it. Y'all know the backdrop of it, right? It's a real disgusting situation as far as how it looks around Drake. Looks like some real. I ain't gonna get into that. Okay, I ain't gonna get into that. Drake's side wanted paperwork. They wanted the payments and the payouts and the profit margins and whatnot of the execs over at UMG. And when we broke that down, there's justifications of why you want that and what you would do with that type of discovery paperwork, right? They wanted Kendrick's contract. I could see why they want that as well, what they would use that for in their whole claims and plaintiffs at plaintiff side towards UMG. It makes sense. We broke that down. We spoke about that. UMG then comes back and says, we don't want to give you this stuff because you putting the horse before the cart, man. Like, we filed a motion to dismiss. So why should we start giving this personal information, this business related information, what we make, Kendrick, how we do business, all this type of stuff, and we move into dismiss? We want to answer on that first. Not only that, collecting all this stuff it costs time and money. And we broke that down. Discovery process can absolutely take a lot of time and a lot of money. Well, here goes Drake's attorneys back following up on UMG's position of like, hold on, we don't want to give you this type of stuff yet. So what are they saying? Let's skip right here. It is not the practice of this court to routinely stay. Staying mean, I guess, hold the case, or like let's pause this for a second of what they're asking for, right? While we wait for this dismiss. So Drake's side is saying it is not the practice of this court to routinely stay discovery pending the outcome of a motion to dismiss. And then they're citing some old cases. This seems to be. Okay. Federal rule provides that the court may, for good cause, issue an order to protect a party or person from annoyance, embarrassment, oppression, or under the burden or expense. Okay. Good cause is a significant element of the rule, which courts analyze by application of three factors. One, whether a defendant has made a strong showing that the plaintiff's claims are meritorious. I guess that's just like meritless, right? Man, these legal words, it's crazy, right? Two, the breadth of the discovery and the burden of responding to it. And three, the risk of unfair prejudice to the party opposing the stay. So I do remember UMG responding to how this doesn't create prejudice. They also said that they would do things like ensure that they do not discard, lose, delete, terminate, shred any of the stuff that Drake is requesting while they are awaiting the motion for dismissal. They said we'll freeze everything, so, and nothing's gonna change, between now and the answer to that, So I from a legal standpoint understood both sides when we read that. Okay, UMG fails to make strong showing that plaintiff's claims are unmeritorious. I'm just going to say meritless when we get to that word. On a motion to stay discovery, the defendant must make a strong showing that plaintiff's claims are so meritless, oh, there you go, as to warrant a stay. Well, he did. Isn't that a part of the motion to dismissal? Or are you talking about the motion to hold up discovery? Um, I don't know about from a legal standpoint, but we already spoke about how logically it makes sense. It costs money, it costs time. I don't want to give this person all this type of stuff, and we're about to possibly say we don't belong here in the first place, i.e., a dismissal. Like I can't take back the fact that I give you my personal shit even after it's dismissed. You know what I'm saying? Like you still got this stuff that I don't want you to have. So I don't know about that. Courts have looked to whether the complaint is facially or facially without merit. For example, a motion to stay was appropriate where the defendant's motion to dismiss was directed to the federal court's jurisdiction, where jurisdiction could be determined readily from the face of complaint, and where plaintiff was unable to cite any relevant authority in support of the existence of jurisdiction. Jurisdictional stuff, I ain't getting into that. Shout out, we got some attorneys that watch our streams. Shout out to the attorneys that tune into the Sorry It's True podcast. If I could find you briefly in the middle of this, I will shout you out. But y'all let me know in the chat and y'all let me know in the live if y'all want me to bring attorneys up on the stream with me when we do some paperwork. Here he goes right here. Shout out to DW. I appreciate you. He DM'd me yesterday and he was making sure I understood the acronym AUSA. I think I was saying attorneys of USA when we was going through K Flock's case. And he let me know it stands for Assistant U.S. Attorney. Appreciate that, homie. I'm going to try to remember that when we see that come up again. But yeah, it might be dope if we could bring some attorneys up. One of my attorneys follows battle rap heavily. Y'all know Creech, right? Some of y'all from the battle rap side have met him before. He had some footage that came out, but that's another story. Okay. UMG claims it need only show its motion to dismiss is not unfounded in the law. Okay. UMG has failed to meet its burden. We saw that. It ignores a vast majority of plaintiffs' well-pled factual allegations. Oh, so you're saying my shit is facts? Yeah, allegations of facts? That's a strong wording and position to take, right? Is that what they're saying? Plaintiffs' well-pled factual allegations. Interesting. I'm pretty sure UMG feel like they got some factual fucking defenses. I mean, ain't this all just disagreement, i.e., opinion, until a judge or a jury decides? Like that's the point of this, right? Factual, I don't know. But UMG's headline argument is that defamatory material is non-actionable opinion that no reasonable person would understand a statement of fact. Well, I'm a reasonable person, and them saying the defamatory material is non-actionable. Um, I don't think that that's a fact. I think that that's opinion, to be fair. The reason why that's an opinion is because if you ask Drake's side, was it actionable in regards to Not Like Us? Drake's side is going to say, well, we had somebody shot in front of Drake's home. We got people that defaced his store and spray painted on the windows. We got people that threw stuff at him at his concert. We got people DMing him death threats and saying, "You pussy nigga, you not like us." So, you know what I'm saying? So I guess that from their perspective, they're gonna say like, no, it has been actionable. But from UMG's side, we read that they said it's non-actionable because it's fictional and hyperbole and artistry that was at play. For example, the beating of the pinata owl in the Not Like Us video. That's not a call to realistic action, is what they're saying. So invoking that that freedom of speech, that right to artistry side of shit, and saying that things were hyperbole and this is rap battles. Both of them have a different perspective there, and it makes sense for them to have a different perspective, right? I created it with this non-actionable intent, and I also visualized it like that. And this is also a part of what we do. Go ask Common, go ask Meek Mill, go ask all the people that Drake dissed as well. Over here, they're just like, we literally started our defamation case explaining a story of how we were holding pressure over a man's bullet wound. What do you mean it wasn't actionable? So then, like I said before, you would have to blame Kendrick for that shooting. And for you to put that shooting like that as the intro to your defamation case, I go back to what I said before. 50-50 chance Kendrick legally comes into this case. Either he's subpoenaed in some way or another, or he gets sued. And we already have harassment, which bugged me out because I was like, a harassment? How is that civil? Like, is that not criminal? Like that weirded me out for that to be in the defamation claims as well. And then we'd start talking about shootings. Now, what if not UMG, Drake's side continues to go down this lane of no, it was actionable. It was actionable. Not Like Us was stated, presented, packaged, promoted, marketed as an actionable thing. Then what if the court turn around and on some Jay-Z shit? Like, you remember Jay-Z's initial statement? Like, well, why don't you go to the fucking criminal then? I challenge you to fucking bring charges then. If this was also intended to be actionable as far as shootings and disrespect and the person that tried to dig a hole under your gate to break into your shit, then go fucking file charges on Kendrick then and UMG. Right? So it's just like I feel like his lawyers and Drake is playing around in that. I don't mean in that sense when I use the word playing. I should say their approach and this case and some of the things they're using, the actionable, the shooting, it's around the criminal element of what's. Do y'all see that? Y'all see that with me, right? I don't know. This case might continue to sprawl. I'm telling y'all, Drake. I don't put it past him, and I don't put it past his lawyers. UMG also ignores allegations that statements in question and surrounding context implied that the allegations were based on undisclosed evidence, and the audience understood as much. Undisclosed evidence. What's some examples of undisclosed evidence? Kendrick rapped. Kendrick rapped. Could OVO be working for me? Fake bully. I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. All that, right? But Drake rapped some shit like that too. On the Hot Park 6, he said, we fed you the information. Like you was setting traps and what the I just keep seeing that fucking That's one of my definitions of snitching. Is like if you partake in something and then you go to the authorities when it doesn't go your way, you partook in it. You partook in it. So even that right there is killing me by his attorney saying that. Ignores allegations that the statements in question and surrounding context implied that the allegations were based on undisclosed evidence. Well, if you're talking about the biggest piece of defamatory stuff, which is the minor stuff and the PDS stuff, undisclosed allegations, that's not true. That's not true. And once again, Drake rapped that. He rapped that to Kendrick before Kendrick came out with Euphoria saying, go ahead and reference what he said, what they said on the Joe Budden podcast. It gotta be true. So you referenced the pedal stuff before Kendrick did. You were scared of it. You were shaking in your boots of it because, and then to aid that, it was already, it's not undisclosed. There's documentaries dated on talk shows, comedy, all types of shit, podcasts of Drake being interested in minors allegedly before the battle. So the timeline doesn't support that. This you know what I got to do, people? I'm not in cases like this. I got to be a little bit more forceful with my opinions. And here's why. I've seen in front of my face, because I told y'all I had y'all know about my lawsuit in battle rap, but there's I told you I also been even lawsuits with family, right? I got sued by family members before, but I was like young. I was like I was like 20 years old when I got sued by family members, right? I'll get into that story another day. But I sat there in front of attorneys and watched them lie or watch them pad or watch them stretch. And even in recent situations that I have interpreted, whether it was mine or not, right? I've watched attorneys stretch, lie, but who believes that because you're a lawyer, because you're an attorney, because you passed the bar, you're automatically honest? Who believes that? You ever heard the name Tony Busby? Allegedly. Go ahead and stamp him honest. Keanu Reeves and Devil's Advocate. He still defended that motherfucker after he saw him rubbing the table on some pedo shit, right? That's how he got. That's why the devil sorted him out. Al Pacino, like, okay, I see what motivates you: money, winning, status. Got him, right? Lawyers is no different from us, and I say that to say this: just because a lawyer says it, or just because I read it in paperwork, don't mean we gotta give it that much fucking credence. Like, oh well, the lawyer said it, so no. These motherfuckers is they're pulling stunts, they're pulling tactics to get their way and to move towards victory. They lie just like anybody else. They will commit perjury. They will get up on that in them courts and lie and bend the truth just like anybody else. Okay. Hell, we didn't see judges fucking get arrested and removed from their positions. There's corruption everywhere. There's lying everywhere. There's falsehoods everywhere. You could even be lying on accident. Let me be fair to all my attorneys in the building. Shout out to DW once again. You could even lie on accident. How? Because your client is giving you fucking false information. I didn't heard attorneys tell me shit, and I'll just be like, since when are your clients angelic? Your clients are fucking demons. Like, do you believe this? Were you told this? Were you just not proven otherwise yet? I can help you. You know what I'm saying? So I read that part right there, like, come on, son. Nah, we not giving these attorneys all of that because they have motives just like everybody else. Okay. Um, Indeed, UMG effectively concedes that it has no hope of defeating the sufficiency of the complaint via its attempt to substitute the pleadings with its own factual narrative contained within requests for judicial notice of 26 exhibits. No, that sounds to me like tactically they was moving some good chess pieces. This almost reads from a legal standpoint of a place of frustration. There's definitely frustration involved because you're like, wait, what's going on? It's not going my way. I'm not getting things I want. I'm not getting the deadlines I'm requesting. Like that last piece to be I read a little bit of frustration in it. You talk about things like spitting narratives and whatnot. They're coming with their side. And That's the volleyball fight. When you got these type of legal disputes. UMG's resilience on Rappaport versus Barstool Sports Incorporated, sort of referencing some other shit, was decided on a summary judgment motion. And critically, in that case, there were no allegations that viewers of the defamatory allegations in fact believed them to be statements of fact. Okay. All right. So you got referencing stuff that UMG's already been through outside of this case. The only other element of defamation UMG challenges is actual malice. We definitely got to challenge that because, like I said, y'all fuck around, try to bring some criminal shit in as well. Like, definitely got to challenge that. Like, malice intended. At the same time, I don't even know why UMG or why they wouldn't defend that, because shit, Drake meant malice when he said, "Yo, your kids ain't your kids." You think he meant that as a lookout? Like, hey, Kendrick, I'm trying to help you out, man. Hey, word on the street between us is like Dave Free might have fucked your wife. Like, nigga, you meant malice, motherfucker. Incredible. His reputation, the image of Drake is ruined forever. He could put out some great music and we'll two-step. We'll enjoy it, but his image of who he is and it's ruined forever. UMG also misstate the pleading standard for factual malice, relying on a case from the Ninth Circuit at the summary judgment stage. All right, so they're fighting some of their references. Okay, what's this one right here? In this circuit, however, the pleading standard for actual malice requires allegations that the statements at issue were made with knowledge that the statements were false or with reckless disregard to their falsity. Are we talking about these fucking lyrics once again? Yo, we gotta get to the point sooner or later where we ask Drake's lawyers, like, did you follow the beef? Do you know the beef? After you got retained by Drake, did you do your homework? Did you listen to the songs? Did you fast forward Drake's verses? We gotta ask ourselves that at some point. Like his attorneys are writing what? Did you hear what I just read? Did you hear what the fuck I just read? What the fuck? Yo, circuit. However, the pleading standard for actual malice requires allegations that the statements issue were made with knowledge that the statements were false or with reckless disregard as to their falsity. So you guys had proof, and it's proven not to be reckless when you said what you said about Dave Free. You had proof. Like this is insane. This is insane. This is not a Kendrick protected channel. This is a read it how I read it, see it how I see it channel. This is fucking insane. What the fuck? Like, you are literally the nigga that's gonna run the school, bully every fucking kid in the school, snatch everybody's lunch milk, and then when one of these nerds finally stands up, you run to the principal's office and say, file charges. What the fuck is this? This kills me. I can't, but this is pussy shit. This is, yo, that triggers me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I can't believe that. I haven't believed it this whole time. The reason why it still fucking triggers me like this is because we're getting reminders along the way of how bugged out it is to see somebody punch somebody in the face, ask them to hit you back. They hit you back, and then you go to the authorities. It's insane. That shit is insane, B. That's insane. It's insane to me. I have no description for that other than just it's like the highest level of cowardness. Like it's that's some coward shit. I still haven't fully I thought I understood this months ago, but I'm still processing it like it's new. Like, how do people do this? Like, yo, Yeah. Battle rappers are brought. They only on Drake's side because he's spot. Let me hear a battle rapper today because this is what it like. There's some solid and some real niggas in battle rap, but there's also a bunch of broke opportunists. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, timeout, side topic. Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. It's the it's the it's the I might get a bag with this nigga again. Yeah, it's Drake. The gravity of Drake makes niggas groupies, makes niggas side, all types of shit. Like I believe the gravity of him is a part of why academics and Maul do what they do. We broke that down in detail from a psychology standpoint. But the battle rap is, you know, there's a very I'm not gonna say a number. There's a very high percentage of these motherfuckers that are very broke. Don't have shit going on. You know what I'm saying? And that battle rap check or those battle rap opportunities, and you factor in also the gravity of Drake. Drake ain't got he don't give no fuck about battle rap right now. Like there was a moment I think where it looked cool when he stood next to King of the Dot on some Toronto shit. And let's say his support was genuine, dope. Then he stood next to Caffeine, and allegedly he had his business incentives for that alongside within Caffeine, allegedly, from what we hear. And you're also partaking in that alongside the biggest league at the time, which is URL, right? So it makes sense, right? And we haven't seen shit since then. So I don't know why people feel so incentivized to support fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? As a battle rap, the battle rappers are supposed to be the first. They're supposed to be the first to say, you can't sue somebody you were in a rap battle with. They're supposed to be the first. Second are supposed to be the me's, the league owners. Like, oh shit. From a business standpoint, I'm supposed to be first because I spend way more money and have way more liability from a business standpoint and from a legal standpoint than the battle rappers do. The battle rappers is blood from a stone. This is why I skip suing at least 20 of these motherfuckers because they don't even have $100 to go after. So actually, I'm from a legal and a professional standpoint and a business standpoint, I'm supposed to care more. But battle rappers is just like, this is what y'all do. This is what y'all do. How the fuck could y'all today? Maybe you had your little incentivized fucking opportunist. I'm broke. Hey, I shook Drake's hand. I met him at the caffeine event. Fucking shit last year. Today, you now we are armed with all this information that we have seen. Legal black and white. Fuck opinions. Forget academics. Forget me. Forget Maul. Forget Screw, forget Knox, forget all these people that have been chronicling this and taking sides and talking about it. You yourself have black and white shit, legal documents, shit that Drake and his lawyers and UMG and their we have it in front of us. Clear as day. No more opinions. No more. Oh, he really meant this on his. Oh, he really. The nigga really would come out and say in legal paperwork to say this is what I feel about this. If today you still stand next to this man's actions, I'm gonna take it a step further. Let me catch a battle rapper that I fuck with past battle rap, saying like, nah, like Drake is right and all of this shit. I'm gonna take a step back from him because that's scary to me. Because I really feel like that's a nigga that will punch somebody in the face, ask somebody to hit him back. The nigga hits him back, and he's going to court. He's an opportunist. He's not real and not a real man or woman. I'm taking a step back. A little battle rapper that I don't care about a battle rapper that says it. I'm just like, oh, it's just somebody else. Like a million people could side with this lawsuit. I don't care. Whatever. That's your business. You have your stance. I have mine. But let it be somebody that I feel like I could possibly be around, break bread with, still work with, or I even befriend past battle rap, which is really less than 10 anyway. But any of them, like, nah, Drake is right in all of this shit. I'm like, oh, nah. Because it's not just about this. You're showing me how you process and how you move and how you would react to certain things outside of this. I'm cool. That's like a nigga telling me, nah, Kanye's he's a prophet. Ooh, I'm cool. We ain't friends no more. or Jaguar Wright is my is a legend to me. Oh, Charleston White is he's so righteous. He should be the mayor of the city. Charleston White. Oh, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm good. All right, man. I don't want to bleed this dry. It's only a 4-pager. UMG fails to show what is this? UMG fails to show discovery will impose an undue burden on UMG. Well, they said the burden is the discovery process and the amount of money. And I told y'all in a prior breakdown from being experienced with that, it is expensive and it is a burden and it is extremely timely. So for my type of situations, I know how much I spent on discovery and producing paperwork and whatnot. Same thing on a plaintiff side. I know what they gave me, and they gave me a fucking ton of shit, right? They gave me so much shit. I felt like they gave me shit I ain't asked for. I feel like we just got this whole stack of shit laying around right here, already collected, maybe from a different situation. Here, throw it over the gate. To the point where my lawyers was like, shit, we gotta use a special type of software to even go through this shit. And that costs money. You know what I'm saying? So it's a timely and a costly process, and that's what comes with it. That's what comes with it. You want to go sue somebody? You want to go throw a frivolous lawsuit at somebody? I remind people all the time, lawsuits is not one-sided, right? The burden of proof is on the plaintiff. So if you want to go open up a cowardly or frivolous lawsuit on somebody, make sure your ducats is in place, okay? Because you play with somebody like me, we gonna go there. We gonna go all the way. I'm ready. I will prepare myself to go all the way, all the fucking way. If I feel pushed or if I feel need be, I will go all the way. You know what I'm saying? So prepare. Get your $250,000 together and let's do this for 3 years. Let's do it. Let's do it because I don't play with people and I don't do bad business and I don't be having that type of shit on me. So when I got the type of shit that I got and the facts behind me, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? It's two-sided. Both people be thinking like, aha, like, no, you might be spending more money than me, and you the one suing me. That's how it goes. I'm not talking about my case or my case, whatever. I'm talking about the reality of this legal shit. You might spend more money than me. You know what I'm saying? So think twice, people, before you want to fucking tell yourself, like, damn, this nigga dissed me on the song. Let me call this lawyer and see if we can get some bread. All right. Think twice. Then you get all the way to the end and your shit gets thrown out or dismissed. Drake has spent some money on these attorneys at this point. He spent some money. Or you get countersued. Like on some Jay-Z Busby shit. Where he locks the door and says, now you can't leave. All right. All right. UMG claims that complying with plaintiff's discovery requests would require costly collection. It does, and review of large swaths of hard copy and electronic data sets, contracts, agreements, and communications. It does. But UMG has been on notice of plaintiff's claims since July of 2024. There you go. You got to hit there. You're trying to say that you've been requesting this since July 2024. So you're saying this is, 8 months ago or whatever. So, like, how long does this take? But they're gonna drag you out as well. Like they're gonna move their chess pieces accordingly. Just because you fucking sue me, don't mean these aren't handcuffs. You're not a cop. You're a plaintiff in court trying to sue me for something. You're not a police officer with my hands cuffed behind my back. You say knock knock. I want your shit. I don't just say, oh, here you go. No, I'm gonna talk to my lawyers. I'm gonna follow my lawyers' lead. My lawyers say, "Nah, we ain't handing that over right now." Now, I'm gonna talk to the jury. I'm gonna talk to the clerk. I'm gonna talk to the judge, not the jury. You know what? Nah, like I know this shit says we got 9 months. We're gonna use all 9 months. They want it now. I'm not giving it to them now. Like it's nobody's there to help each other. So what the fuck is Drake's lawyers expecting? They're not here to help you. You brought them here, and they feel like they don't deserve to be here. A lot of us don't believe that. So I don't get it. I don't get it. Don't fucking cry when things ain't going your way. Like, if you get your win, you get your win, and then you get all of this involved in that. But right now, you acting like they're supposed to be your friend. It is difficult to understand how UMG can seriously suggest that discovery must be stayed to avoid chilling freedom of expression, because that freedom of expression includes financial and personal documentation. You wanted the execs' pay rates and shit and incentives. Anyway, this lawsuit has not chilled UMG, which has continued to publish the defamatory material, including permitting it to be broadcast to over 100 million viewers during the Super Bowl. So are you so permitting? Yeah, that's like licensing something, right? So the Super Bowl can't just get up there and just play songs that they're not licensed or got approval to play, right? So yeah, yeah, you got them there. So you're trying to say, but that's not going to. I was trying to be fair there, but that's not going to be something that once again UMG is looking to help you with. It's like while we are going through this, life doesn't stop, right? I still got the king of the rap of the hip hop game right here signed to me. I got Jay-Z over here who's prepared to put him on a halftime show. I got the Grammys over here that's going to nominate him a million times. Life don't stop. We're not stopping what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Now on Drake's side, he could turn around and add that, right? If things are going his way or later on, Drake can use that, like saying, I'm winning in these areas, or you say that this is defamatory. So now I also want to add on the fact that I was also impacted by the Super Bowl. So to be fair, if your side wins, then you add that. But in the meantime, if they continue to do things that you might be able to use against them later on, that's their decision. Sometimes when people get in litigation, anything that could be tied to it now or later, they freeze it and say, I don't want to touch that because if I lose, it could worsen things. If I do it, why do you think Daylight hasn't been on URL or RBE? Because neither one of them can touch him right now. Because based on what's going on behind the scenes, it's just like you're saying this about I'm saying that. Okay, so this is all public stuff. Daylight has spoken about it in interviews and whatnot. He said that these are the two parents on the block arguing and shit. But you get it? This is why Daylight hasn't been booked by RBE and URL. Okay. So UMG is not going that route. They're not saying, I'm not going to touch Not Like Us while we're in the midst of this litigation. They're saying, no, let's continue. Halftime show. What up? Like, but once again, Drake's side can use that against them later on if things go their way. So don't try to tell them we're still being hurt. They're choosing to give you ammo or to say we are in the right. That's either way it's gonna go. We're in the right, so we continue doing this shit, or fuck you, do something about it, and we give you more ammo to sue us with. One or the other. Pick one based on how this goes. Um, Last shit here. UMG fails to show that plaintiff will not suffer prejudice. UMG fails to show that no prejudice will attend. For one, UMG does not even address the ongoing harm to plaintiff as detailed in the complaint. Well, why would they address how this continues to harm you? If you're saying this is breaking our necks while we're in litigation, they continue to do the Super Bowl and all this other shit. If they address that or if they admit to that, then that's along the lines of admitting guilt. Why in their position, they're trying to say nothing we do hurts you or should be hurting you at a legal level because this is just the outcome of your rap battle. So you damn near would be asking them to concede to your claims then if they did that. And that's their choice. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that it's wrong of UMG's continued actions of whatever they're doing behind the scenes with Kendrick. They're probably gearing up for another album and shit. Like, and Kendrick's tour is about to start. UMG to a degree is probably endorsing that directly or indirectly. His tour starts and his streams go up again. Hey, Spotify, throw this on an extra playlist or two while they're on tour, and we all make money off of him being on. Like, well, it makes sense if they feel like they are just. That's the thing. If they feel like they are just. Let's get up out of here with the Drake paperwork, people. We got so much more to talk about today. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the mods once again. Yes, please hit that like button, share, comment. Let's keep the Sorry It's True podcast moving and grooving, y'all. All right, what's next? Let's jump into Yella Beezy and Mo 3. Did y'all see one of Mo 3's alleged shooters just did an interview yesterday from jail? Did y'all see that? I saw it. I watched it. The audio isn't that good. You know, what do you expect? When I mean, I guess his reception or whatever the Wi-Fi that he's on wasn't that good, but somebody got a video interview done with the guy. And maybe he's willing to take interviews right now because he knows his name is all hot behind the Yella Beezy arrest and all that. I don't know. That within itself, like the time of that, like I don't know if he's get money put on his books behind that. He got paid for it, or he still is looking forward to being an aspiring rapper. So this is also a time for promotion, and also, I guess, let me continue to state my innocence. Like, I don't know. Maybe his attorneys agree or disagree with him doing that, but all right. Did y'all see this video before we get to the alleged shooter? This is when I start to ask the question in the title. Was Yella Beezy forced into this? All right, let's check this out.
Y'all by myself, like after the club, because I was finna go home. Like, we were deep at the club, but like just like when I left, I was by myself. Caught him lacking at the club. I'm in motion. Guess what I'm told? Like, everybody know, like when you leaving the club, you gotta be looking like through your rear view. So when I'm looking down, that's when I guess the car put up beside me and just start letting into the car with it. All in traffic, did them dirty, shots fired, my window open. Like, something just snapped me, like, let me know what was going on. I can just hear, like, see the gunfire, just left hand, I think, like, when the bullet hit it, and that one made me, like, swerve. You know what I'm saying? So I swerved and I spun out, and I crashed the car. Watch that nigga spin around, kept on rolling, I'm on some motion. It came out my back, like, right by my spinal cord, and then came out, like, by my heart.
It's a miracle.
Blessing. He barely made it. I'm like, fuck it, I'm posted up. I'm getting close.
You see? And y'all been...
The video of when he's in the hospital there. Those lyrics are insane. I wasn't as tapped in as it was all unfolding, the Mo 3 and the Yella Beezy stuff. I wasn't as tapped in as at the time of it all happened, to be honest. I knew who Yella Beezy was this whole time, and Mo 3, of course, and I heard some of this stuff going back and forth, and I heard about their beef, but the detail of the lyrics, I wasn't invested in their back and forth. And to listen now to Mo 3's lyrics, this man was, we gotta call a spade a spade. All due respect, rest in peace. The level of self-snitching that he's doing in his music is insane. It's on 10. It's you got the shit that King Von did, like his tweets and his songs and things he said, and the interviews and the laughing and the cereal that he would eat. And when you got somebody, I see another one that was tied into this little younger rapper. I don't know his name. They asked him about I think they asked him about Mo 3, and then he wipes his nose in the middle of the question. It's just the obvious stuff that they do. It is the stuff that is in these lyrics and songs is insane. Did you hear that shit that Mo 3 was just saying? All right. So they believe that this man is cooperating, hence Yella Beezy's arrest. Here's some of the backdrop and some of his interview.
Even though it's widely believed by people on the internet that he was the shooter, it was named in the grand jury referral for Yella Beezy to be arrested. He was named as the shooter on that. So it is widely believed that he is the person that at least authorities believe are responsible for the shooting of Mo 3. But when he was asked about it, he claims that it isn't him. And he points to a couple of reasons why. He says, one, the guy in the image that came out running Mo 3 down, he's taller than me. I'm not that tall. He says that guy had neck tattoos. I don't have any neck tattoos, right? And pretty much denies all involvement.
You can't say what you did and what you didn't do. But you know, but wait a minute. But people think you the person that killed Mo3, man. They think you did it. Nah, bro. People not trying to believe it. People think you did it, fam. Even you. I'm gonna tell you something. You can come with all the sense you want to. You can. I mean, you don't got the tattoo on your neck. How tall are you? 5 who?
5'8".
Okay. Well, yeah, the guy was a little taller in the video. He was taller than 5'8". Oh no, man. You still his skin color. That's what people gonna say. You still his skin color. So okay, so if you didn't do it, what are you in jail for? You in jail for guns? Okay, so Mo3 case is a state case. So you in the
I'm in jail for guns, but hold on. This is why so many people are confused and why people is going to believe that he's doing something.
He was the shooter. It was named in the grand jury referral for Yella Beezy to be arrested. He was named as the shooter on that. So it is widely believed that he is the person that at least authorities believe are responsible for the shooting of Mo3. But when he was...
So a couple days ago, we pulled that up. We saw that. We saw that the two shooters just haven't been a trial yet. Hold on. Let's pull it up again. Two shooters arrested for Mo3 murder. Because remember, y'all, when I was reading it, I was just like, they haven't been convicted yet. Like it's a while ago. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like I didn't get it. I was just like, maybe they just haven't been a trial yet. Dallas rapper Yella Beezy charged. No, hold on. Where is it? Where was it? Where was I don't want Yella Beezy. Everybody's Google is pulling up all the Yella Beezy stuff because that's what's dominating and that's what's new. Alleged shooters awaiting trial for Mo3 murder. Where the fuck is it? Where is it? We know it's out there. We had it on the stream the other day. Where the fuck is it? Where are you? All right, I was gonna bring it up on screen, but I don't feel like taking 3, 4, 5 minutes to find it. In any event, we saw the paperwork clearly right there. You know, he's already legally in court documentation tied to the shooting of Mo3. And that's why he's also there defending. He's saying, I'm not this tall. I wasn't that skinny. I don't have a tattoo on my neck. So it just don't make any sense. And the way that people are rationalizing is just like, you haven't gone to court for the murder yet because possibly you will be cooperating. So maybe what you're going to end up walking away with is the gun charge that he is on camera now. See, that's the contradiction right there. There's literally paperwork that says they are at you for the involvement of the Mo3 shooting, right? But then he says, I'm not in here for that. I'm in here for guns and drugs and shit like that. So that's why people are looking at it like, are you having a cooperation deal and you're playing to that? Which is like, people, I don't got nothing to do with that. I'm only here for guns. So when you see me end up in trial 3 years later, right? And you see I get convicted for these guns, I told y'all the whole time that that's the reason why I was in here. And then interview, but yo, people say it's Mo3 and they pull the paperwork up. And like, I don't got nothing to do with that. Oh, maybe you don't. Let's be fair. Maybe you don't have anything to do with it. Maybe you are. But why are the authorities involving you then? Yeah, that's why they playing with him. That's why they playing with him and saying like, nah, you doing something. ARP, but how does Earl Spence Jr. Fits into this situation? That's a good question. That's a good question. Maybe I'll pull that up, do some more digging into that topic, and we could come back. We could come back. Exactly. Either way, it's on. It's way to yeah. It's weird. I see chat saying look up Hot Boy West. Okay, before we move on to the next topic, let me see what that is. I'll pick that out of the bunch from the chat. Hot Boy West. Who's Hot Boy West? I don't know who Hot Boy West is. Hot Boy West, 29-year-old. Let me just read his Wikipedia. All right, better known on stage names, Hot Boy West is an American rapper. Wesley Taekwon Lewis was born in 1996, has released mixtape Never Had Shit on July. Legal issues. It's saying he is a Crip. In 2020, he was accused of running the vehicle of the mother of his children off the road while the children were in the car. Damn. On January 31st, 2022, Lewis was arrested by the United States Marshal Service Lone Star Fugitive Task Force on a warrant of a stolen firearm. He was held on a $30,000 bail. In January 2024, Lewis was indicted for violence against the mother of his children. He was sentenced to 15 years in prison. Okay, does he have anything to do with this Mo 3 thing? Does he have anything to do with Mo 3 allegedly chased Errol, and that's the reason he crashed? Oh, that's the link. Mo 3 allegedly chased Errol, and that's the reason why he crashed the whip. Oh. Yo, this fucking rabbit hole of fucking Mo 3 is and fucking Yella Beezy is wild. Are they on some fucking Young and Ace and Julio shit out there? Damn, B. All right. I'll probably do some more uncovering of stuff like that, and we'll continue all the links, and we'll just like Big U's thing and all these other situations. We'll stay on the Jay-Z case, the Diddy case, all of them. We're gonna stay with all of them, and as we continue to get more pieces of the puzzle, we're gonna bring them back to the stream. We're gonna discuss them and break them down. But shout out to the chat, adding information, and shout out to everybody. My DMs is on fire. Y'all sending me so much stuff, man. Some of the stuff I got sent recently, I'm gonna bring up on this stream, as a matter of fact. So, all right, what's next? Let's get to my best friend, Kanye West, man, my idol, a man that I look up to. Kanye West. All right, what's going on here? Kanye now says he loves Jim Jones. Oh, that was fast. All right. Explains his past issues. Okay. From Kanye's Gold Check account, replying to @Jim Jones. So maybe he's replying because Jim came out and said, kind of to the degree like, man, I don't know what's up with him, whatever. All right. I know this is going to sound like some Tarantino movie, but here goes. So Jim Jones got paid $2 million to introduce me to a gentleman named Mr. Pink. Mr. Pink. Now he's going Reservoir Dogs. That's not. Oh, Reservoir Dogs is Tarantino. Okay. Mr. Pink to discuss my crypto coin, and never told me he was getting $2 million and never cut me in. But that wasn't the worst part. We were working on clothes, and I asked him for a PDF, and then this nigga told me he don't know how to make a PDF. Get one of your young niggas to make it capo. I actually love Jim Jones, and I'll never go full yay, but I want the PDF more than the money. Okay, let's get into this. my friend Kanye. Ah, man, I hate anything positive on this channel for Kanye. I'm saying that sarcastically. The truth here, though, is as much as I despise Kanye West as a man, he's got some grounds there. I'm always going to call a spade. That's my reputation. I'm not going to tell you the sky is purple for Drake. Fuck that. He's got some grounds here, people. For two reasons he has grounds here. Number one, just morally, it's good to know shit like that. Business is business, right? Incorporating business and friends is always murky waters, right? But there still needs to be a thing, whether it's business or whether we also have a friendship involved in that business. One thing that still needs to be in the middle of it is trust. Trust. Trust comes from being forthcoming, being transparent, and being honest. That's where trust comes from. Notice I said the word forthcoming, meaning that Jim Jones, you might not feel he had to tell you that you was getting paid allegedly $2 million, but being forthcoming is a good natured thing to do if business is involved, money is involved. Because at the end of the day, Kanye is the route to the 2 million. You are middling Kanye to somebody based on the crypto shit from what Kanye is saying, and you got paid for that. Yo, bring me Kanye and I'll give you 2 million because he's not answering any of my DMs. And then it also looks weird because if that person paid Jim Jones 2 million, if the person is really trying to get to is Kanye, why wouldn't he pay Kanye? Why? Because it's being presented as I'm gonna get you Kanye, and he, because of me, Kanye's not gonna charge you, but you got to chip me off. Kanye might have hit you for 5 million. Give me 2. So it doesn't look good. And here's the second reason, Jim, why that's not cool. Motherfucker, you just finished blaming Cam for this. You just got finished saying Cam, and then Cam exposed you with the text messages. And I think Cam is in the right in that situation from a business standpoint because he clearly told you in text, I don't want to do that fucking versus shit. I got something over here that's worth more. I want to overcharge niggas for what they do to Cold Crust. Timberland and Sweet and Swizz Beatz are gonna fuck around and sell that shit for $1 billion with Trilla and all these people. And we're gonna what? Get $20,000 because we showed up and did it because it was you want to do it because Madison Square Garden is on your bucket list? No. And then you come with a listen, this is my bucket list. Come on, man. I'll give you my bag. You can take all my money. I don't want to get paid. Come on, I really want to do boom. All right, well, you know what? We're gonna do this. And he gets you a bag. He ends up getting you paid. But then he goes back to Swizz and says, I need some door money. I need a couple beats for free from you and fucking Timberland. I need this, I need that. He went back and negotiated more for himself. He did. And I don't even think that they was rocking at the time. I think that they was just fucking like, all right, let's go get this bag together. We cordial. We still text each other over opportunity or whatever. I think they was just because they had already went through that other fallout, multiple fallouts in the public that we see, matter of fact. So you just blame Cam for doing this shit. And then you do it to Kanye. And you run around calling Kanye your friend. It's fucking insane. Insane. This is what money does. This is what money does. Money exposes a lot in people. It'll expose who somebody is. I swear it does. I swear it does. You know, well, Jim has been in his hustle bag lately. So if he got 2 million for busting a move, I'm glad he got his hands on a nice bag, man, because Jim is getting older and older, and his hustles is got to be on 10 for him to stay out there. You know what I'm saying? And I do respect him for his hustle. $2 million is $2 million, but damn, like you got to go about that a certain way, especially if you're broadcasting on the Breakfast Club that when information is not known business-wise across the team, you think somebody is dirty. Well, sir, Kanye West said that you just did the same shit. I'm just saying. Now, as far as the PDF, Jim Jones, you've been in the industry too fucking long to not how to fucking save as a Word doc as a PDF, right? You don't send documentation, contracts, agreements around that could be altered. That's what PDF. Now, there's PDF rippers. I don't need to get all technical, but we're in business, people. Like, don't be so far removed that you can't sit down at a computer in 2025. Like, come on, Jim. Like you got to be tech savvy. This isn't like when the internet first came and our parents, I'm an 80s baby, our parents was like laptop or tablet or iPhone or iPad or iPod. Get that away from me. This isn't back then when technology first really for the generation before us was like forced on them, where they were just like, damn, a computer, damn, a laptop. I don't know that shit. Like, this isn't that. This is 2025. Technology is a necessity. I bet you Jim Jones is doing way more technical things on his smartphone, right? That he knows how to do. He probably knows how to fucking repost to Instagram and share and resize and filter it and edit and do all that type of shit on his phone to put a post up on his gram. You don't know how to save it. But Kanye, to me, if I read between the lines, if there's no way that Kanye is posting that trying to allude to, I'm mad at Jim Jones because he couldn't send me a PDF. No. To me, that's coded. I think you're saying that there's more to it. There's more dirt that you believe that Jim Jones did, and it's around this alleged deal or contract or PDF. Let's say I'll just make something up that would be logical. This $2 million, maybe it was somewhere on paperwork, which means that the person that was doing business that I ended up doing business with didn't do me dirty, but a contract was sent to you, but you didn't send it to me, and you were supposed to, with the excuse that you didn't know how to make a PDF. I'm just saying, why else would Kanye reference, oh, he couldn't send me a PDF, so I'm mad. I know Kanye's a fucking asshole and he jumps out the window or stupid shit, but I'm just saying, he puts the context of that along with the $2 million piece. One thing I don't call Kanye is like totally stupid. He's just an asshole. Like, he might be in his artistry bag masking the contract that he feels was held from him. Dog ate my homework, so I couldn't send you the contract. Oh, but I would have sent you would have knew I was getting 2 million, but I couldn't save it. I'm just saying. Just saying, Jomo. This is another one that's not in the title. I don't even got this one in the description. Just a quick update, people. Sayso P's mother has responded to the accusations of the shooting being involved in him allegedly running off with $200,000. Okay, let's check this out real quick.
Sayso P. Mother reacts to rumors that he lost his life because he stole money from someone. She claims he was loyal to the wrong people. Sauce Waka, maybe. This is the type of lies and ish that keep mothers losing our sons. My son never stole anything. Never ran off with anything. Didn't have to. Haters set him up, but not because he stole a dime. He would give you his last before he would steal anything. Please stop spreading rumors. Let me repeat that. He didn't have to take ish from anyone. Money wasn't a factor for Exit 8. Tank the bank. He was too loyal. Too loyal to the wrong people was his biggest downfall. Haters who were envious took my baby, but I won't let y'all steal his legacy. People see him with a stack and say anything. That was his norm. As of Monday morning, no arrests had been made in connection with the incident. Memphis police said an initial investigation indicated the triggerman likely knew the two men he hit. Sayso P. Mother reacts to rumors that
Big Yella 317. I agree with you. Before I get into that, I'll talk about I'll just use me as an example. I was definitely two people. I was one person at home and I was one person outside. Moms had no fucking clue the shit I was doing, the way I was acting. How many kids do we see that? The mom is cleaning the room and then finds the was that in the Notorious movie? He's acting like it was fucking spoiled mashed potatoes under his bed. Shit was fucking, it was his work, right? Was that the Notorious movie? It happens all the time. The parent finds the gun in the drawer. The fuck is this? Get this out of my house. You know what I'm saying? The parent finds out that he's selling drugs. The parent gets a phone call or whatever. Kids are different around their parents. Now, with all due respect, and once again, rest in peace to Sayso P, his mother could be correct. It could just be his image for social media. It could just be the people that he hung around. It could just be his rap music. There's a lot of people that's total cap and they rap. Totally. And that could be the case with Sayso P. And that's what happens as well when things turn out like this. Like, people that say he didn't deserve this, he didn't do this, he wasn't involved in this, he wasn't about that. What they have to do in protecting their images and protecting their legacy, they also have to undo the things that they presented. And that's fine for certain people. You know, I'm not taking a side on that, especially for a grieving mother or a grieving father. But that's what you have to do. You have to undo what he presented to the world. You have to say, all that shit he rapped, he wasn't about none of that. All the stuff that he said, all the stuff that he posted, all the way that he acted on camera, and when he's in interviews or whatever, that wasn't the real. He didn't do none of that. He wasn't affiliated. He didn't. All of that is fake, and that is okay to do. That is okay to do. Now, of course, like we said, she wouldn't necessarily know all the young man's actions. Parents rarely do, right? But that little small thing is, he was betrayed. Now you're starting to point fingers at people. We're not going to jump out the window and say, oh, she's talking about Sauce. Like, I mean, who knows? But to say he was betrayed, I mean, that's also in his lyrics as well. Then he rap like, I got people, that's where I'm from, that said I can't be. I'm back in Memphis. Like, that's in his lyrics. So who knows who could have betrayed him, right? Who knows the type of people that could have been around him? Who knows if he violated somebody, if he ran off with 200K or if he didn't? Who knows, right? But I understand and I respect a grieving mother and how she might feel towards her child. I'll just give one more example. Well, two more examples, actually. The first example I want to say briefly is like, once again, shout out to Mama Duck with all due respect. I don't know FBG Duck's legacy in the street. I know it's been presented in the rap world and on music and in his videos and in his interviews, and I got a sense of authenticity from FBG Duck. Right. I don't get a sense that FBG Duck didn't do nothing. I feel like FBG Duck's name was respected enough in Chicago to mean that there's no way that he was moving, acting, rapping, being who he is without the streets' ability to say that he did something. Like I'm not saying that he kills anybody. I don't know, but you can't be an angel and have the level of respect that FBG Duck had while he was alive. Right? You just it doesn't work like that in the street. Okay? So, once again, all due respect to Mama Duck, she's taken a lot of positions about her baby, like a parent is supposed to. I said before, Jeffrey Dahmer's parents was in the courtroom standing by his side when he was fighting. Is this your acid bat in your apartment with bodies in it? His parents were still right there alongside of him. Not my baby, right? So when I look at the FBG Ducks and I look at the King Vons, 1090 Jake said it as well. He said, when Trap Love Ross puts out a documentary saying that King Von is hip hop's first serial killer, 1090 Jake said an interesting statement. He said, to deny it would be disrespecting what King Von wanted to be. Think about it from that perspective. It's like saying King Von, imagine how he reacts or would react if you told him he ain't nothing like what's in his raps or on his Twitter or on his Instagram or you ain't nothing like that. He would probably flip on you. He would defend his reputation as a street nigga and a shooter and somebody that's getting active out there. He would defend it. So now that he's gone, to say he wasn't involved in nothing, King Von himself wouldn't want that, possibly. Right? He wants his reputation of who he is and what he's done. So that's why I started out saying you have to undo then what this person presented or what they rapped about or what they said that they was on. You have to undo it. If my child is 100% innocent, never did nothing to nobody, then you see how that plays. And shout out to you, Love. I see you in the chat as well. DM'd me this earlier. And I think we were just laughing about it in DM, but it's so relevant, which is why I pulled it up here to add to this topic about parents just not knowing what their kids is on in the street. I love that video, man. I love that fucking video. I really do. I'm gonna let it keep playing in the background. See, I got you, Love. I appreciate. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all really don't realize how much this podcast is a team effort. I follow a lot. I spend a lot of my day staying close to the news for y'all so I could get up here and try to do the best job that I can. And I'm going to keep evolving and getting better and better and better. But you guys send me a lot of stuff. You guys really, really do. And even though this was kind of like a joke, it fits the topic so we can make our points perfectly. Now, this shit right here, this would have been like, well, my mother wasn't that aggressive, but but this fits, you know, with a lot of parents. Like he out there on a block or whatever with his shiesty on and all, like, nigga, what? The closest I let my moms come to seeing that type of element was probably just dress code. I didn't let her close to nothing. I've moved better. You know what I'm saying? I just moved better. I remember one time she was dropping me off to summer school. I had to go to summer school because of fucking Spanish. I hated that teacher. It's the only fucking shit that made me go to summer school. The fucking topic I hated, the subject I hated the most, I had to go to summer school for. Anyway, and she dropped me off to summer school the first day. Now, mind you, you get to summer school, where my summer school was, it was other schools that go into the same place, not just my school. So I got some people I know, some people I don't know. First impression. It's like a first day of school, damn near. You know what I'm saying? Y'all laughing and shit in the chat. I see y'all. Okay, y'all kick rocks. It's all good. but if I know some of y'all in here might not come from my times and my era. Once again, I'm an 80s baby, so maybe they'll I see y'all on my demographic on my YouTube channel. A lot of y'all is with me. Remember when it was in hip hop, it was a big trend too, where you would roll up one sleeve of your leg, especially for like sweatpants. One sleeve would be rolled up and pulled up to like your knee or something like that. Remember that trend, right? I got out the car after my mom's dropped me off, and I guess I didn't walk far enough, right? And I pulled up one of the legs on my sweatpants. I had a Fila sweatsuit, green Fila sweatsuit. And I'm walking towards the fucking front of school now. There's hundreds of kids out in front, and I just feel a grab on my shoulder. I turn around thinking it's one of my peoples, one of my boys, like the first day of summer school. I turn around thinking like, oh, like who's one of my people grabbed me that they hear? So it's my fucking mother. She got out the car in front of everybody. She must have been looking at me in the rear view walking into school like, oh, you want to pull up your fucking leg, but you get out the car, nigga. Yo, she's like, and she did it purposefully in front of everybody. She said, pull it down, right? Pull your shit down now. And just like this kid right here, like you could be a little killer out there on the block. Ain't nobody wilding on their moms. Like moms is the real demon in the crib, right? You know what I'm saying? And I'm right there in front of everybody. I pull my shit down. Like, this is so embarrassing. Be like, I'm out here, I'm thugging, mom. What is you doing? But whether it was dress code, whether it was the way you talk, the way you act, if a parent is on your heels, they don't want you to play into none of that. But of course, by the time I got into school, pull my shit back up, so I'm a rebel, son. I'm a fucking rebel. You dig? A gangster because I did it when she wasn't dead, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Debo come around, I'll be quiet. But when he leave, I'll be talking again. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. Speaking of damn, this was an accidental transition. Speaking of Debo, oh my god, I'm good on accident. I swear to God, I did not set that transition up. I can't plan this. I do this live like this, people. Did y'all see this quick clip? Debo, the real Debo, Tiny, he confirms that his character in Friday absolutely was Big U.
Because the whole thing about how bad this guy was is when Ice Cube pulled the gun on him, he said, what you gonna do with that? Besides make me mad. That was cold-blooded. That was it for me. And when he knocked me a long ass out, gotta knock a bitch out. Put it over, make you a real bad person.
How close is Debo to your real personality?
Like I said, it's Big U. Debo's Big U. Can't be stopped. My family had a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, rest in peace. I saw him in person one time. The Super Bowl that was in Atlanta a while ago. Me and my man Aaron, we went to the let out. We was in school at that time. And we went to the let out, just walking around this because the city was on fire. We didn't have money to be in these expensive ass clubs or the Super Bowl back then, of course. We was young, but we was just like, we still in the city. We outside though. So we walked to the Georgia Dome, and Tiny was walking out. Zeus, Debo, he was walking out with a security guard to his limo. And you know, we young. He's like, oh shit, there go Debo. And I saw him with the security guard, and I yelled out to him. I said, Debo don't need no security. And he turned back around. He said, because they don't want me to kill nobody. And like he turned back around, walked to his limo. And it's just like that interview I just played. Like he plays and he goes in and out of that character a lot, you know, even in his regular life. And he's a good sport behind it, which I think is dope. You know what I'm saying? There's certain people and certain characters in movies where it's dope. Like if you run up on, I forget his name from The Wire, and you call him Bubbles, right? I'm pretty sure he don't like that. It's just like, nigga, first of all, the name Bubbles. Number two, that was a fucking junkie. You know what I'm saying? Like, can I get called by my regular name? If you call Keanu Reeves Neo, he might think that's cool. Yo, Neo, what's up, man? Or John Wick, he might think that that's cool. You know what I'm saying? You call Tiny Debo, he might think that that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Be mindful of that, people. I be knowing they fucking movie names sometimes more than they real names. That's just how I am with names. I'm weird like that. But continuing on with the Big U stuff, I did see this. This is all related. Let's keep it going. This is a quick Big U segment. Schoolboy Q, who's from out, we know Schoolboy Q is in the mix, right? Like he knows what's going on. Schoolboy Q's views on checking in resurface. Okay, let's check this out.
It's probably one of the most dangerous places for
champ.
rappers. Do you believe that's true?
Yeah, because I mean everybody be checking in. That's your favorite thing to do. Check in with somebody that's gonna rob your stupid ass.
Right.
Wow. Yo, you think that guy, the guy that you don't know, motherfucker, in California got your back? The guy that got beef with other hoods and all this, you checking into that dude? Right. Bro, just go to the hotel, get you something to eat, go back to the hotel.
Do your business.
Go have some fun. Right. Where shit is fun. Why do you want to go over there?
Right.
For what? Don't call me. Right. Oh, it's motherfuckers be having the nerve to call me sometime. Like, what are you talking about, bro? I'm playing video games. My daughter got a soccer game tomorrow, bro. Grow the fuck up. Like, I'm not meeting you I'm not about to drive over here to Beverly Hills and drop you off.
It's been rumors that LA is probably one of the most dangerous places for rappers. Do you believe?
Remember that. You know, as it pertains to these. So you got two factors there. You did try to come there without checking in. And like that video we played of Big U the other day, you ran down on the movie shooting, right? He's like, y'all don't check in, man. We're going to check in your cameras and your equipment and all that. And he's laughing. Like, they might just pull up. Allegedly, niggas pulled up on the Nipsey Hussle shoot with DJ Khaled, right? And applied pressure. Then you also got the element of like, no, I'm following the rule. Or I'm following what you guys are saying. I mean, this is y'all shit. And y'all are strong out there. Y'all could get me touched. So I am checking it. Hey, man, I'm on my way. I just want to let you know, boom, boom, boom. And they use that against me. You fucking line me up. You know what I'm saying? It's no different than what Schoolboy Q says. They're like, these niggas don't even know you. Like now, granted, you think that your celebrity is getting you by. You think that because you are who you are, people don't want to, it's a high profile situation to play with you, right? That's number one. Number two, why wouldn't you want to fuck with me? Here I am. I'm the Migos in town for the weekend, right? Stay with me. I'm the Migos, right? Like why wouldn't you want to get up with me? You know what I mean, like we could break bread together. You know, I'll do a show for you. We run me around or whatever, provide protection. You introduce me to the homies or whatever. You know the hot spots. You know where to go, where to stay away from. I get it, right? But what happens if them niggas is setting you up with people that got the loaded dice? You know what I'm saying? What happens if them niggas is acting like, oh, we sent some people over there to apply pressure, but I'm really the one that's with them, so then I could act like I saved you, right? I'm putting one arm around your shoulder, and the other hand I'm putting in your wallet. You know what I'm saying? Like how could you trust the people that you're checking in with 100%? The only way I'm trusting you, and you from a different city, and I'm telling you, hey, I'm moving in there, I'm moving around over there for a second, is if we already have built a relationship and some type of rapport. And I don't want to start off a relationship simply because I'm in an area that you claim to have a stronghold on. That's not a good way to start a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, like, nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm going to be here shooting a video for a week. Okay, well, I just want to let you know that this is how it's going to go, this or whatever next time. Cool. Who wants to start a relationship like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how about we both cross paths on the red carpet? Hey, Big U. Yeah, I heard of you out in LA. What's up, man? I'm supposed to be out there next month. Oh, word, you gonna be out there? Look, man, you gonna come out there, hang out with me, man. Here's my number. I'd rather start a relationship like that. You know what I'm saying? You could develop a rapport and a little bit more trust that nobody is trying to get something from each other. Like, I land and there's pressure. Like, that's not the way to start a relationship. So we already had this type of light on the Prince family after the shooting, right? That happened out there. And this Big U shit, all you people that are using checking in as extortion, there's a bigger light on you now. Right? These dice games and these video shoots and all that, there's a bigger light on you now. And to be honest, I think a lot of people behind the scenes are happy because they feel like they could just move around more freely. If you get statements and comments that come out from Shaq, whether true or not, allegedly, I left LA because of all the gangster shit. Like, people don't want that. It's like, you don't deserve to be in a position to put pressure on me simply because I'm visiting. Or because I'm doing a concert here, I was booked for a show here, or I'm conducting business here. You don't own this state or this city. At a street or a gang level, you run it. But this is a free country. So, when you use extortion and checking in as a business, those people are going to have more of a light on them now. And I think more people are going to continue to, and it would deserve so. And maybe that creates more issues and more beef. Hey, man, you don't check in with me no more. Like, who knows, man? But I'm glad that there's a spotlight on it so people could be mindful of it, because once again, the people that you check in with, you think it could be for safety, and your ass could be getting set up anyway. All right, staying with the Big U stuff for a second. All right, this is what I said when I started the stream, and I said, people, we're going to get a little bit into this SKG stuff. My first time seeing her was the TMZ clip when they asked her about Big U's arrest. I didn't know that she was an artist, originally signed from Death Row. Never followed or heard about her backstory before. I'm getting introduced to people like her in the midst of this. No different than me finding out who Sayso P is recently. I don't know every rapper out there, but her story, she's been running around with way before the Big U arrest. And the way that she ties in Nipsey to this, I want to present with respect. And I'm saying this is all alleged. I don't know if this is true. And Nipsey Hussle's name is so respected and so protected, and he's earned that. He's a very prolific, intelligent, I think culturally positive, direction moving person. And I like Nipsey Hussle a lot, but I still want to play some of this SKG stuff as it relates to Big U. And once again, if Nipsey Hussle's name happens to be put in a negative light, it's not my intentions to disrespect the man. It's my intentions to continue to unlock some of these stories around Big U. Okay, so that's my disclaimer. Small trigger warning here. Okay, people. All right, let's get into some of this.
This is a corporate establishment. It's not a hood environment. It's not a trap house.
My bad. A little bit of context of where we're starting here. She's talking about a time where she had a corporate America, regular 9-to-5 job, and she's having a disagreement with Big U, and Big U runs up in her 9-to-5 job office to confront her. That's the context of where this is starting. And also, allegedly, she's from the 60s. She's one of the homegirls. She's from the hood. She knows all these people. Okay, that's just some of the backdrop, allegedly, but that's the context of where we're starting.
This is my job, my salary job, and I brought you to the table. But you're coming in here and you're trying to bogart and knock me out the way when I brought you in. So within the meeting, he did all that, and I closed out the meeting, and my colleagues rode with me, and he seen that. A week passed, and Nipsey's calling me. He's like, sis, where you at? Where you at, sis? I need the posters. I wasn't going over to the neighborhood, to the 6Os, because I was really busy. And I'm like, Nip, I'm going to come, but I can't come right now. I pull up, walk in. Him and Fats is behind the counter. I'm like, what's up, bro? And I'm talking to him. And as I'm talking to him, I get this eerie feeling. And then I hear a slam, clack, clack. And I realized I was set up. The door slammed. When I turned around, Big U was there and another guy, and he just slapped me. I grabbed my face and I'm like, what you slapped me for? And he was like, bitch, you gonna embarrass me in the meeting, bitch? And then he just jumped on me. And then I looked at Nipsey, and him and Fast just put their head down. And I just was like, nigga, you set me up. Like, I trusted you, and you set me up, had me walk into this spot for this man to beat on me, and I'm pregnant. I'm sorry. I don't even want to. I get so mad about this, Sasha. I get mad.
Leave a like.
Yeah, and people, this is not the story was I see y'all in the chat like, oh yeah, y'all heard this before. People are aware of this. Some of people are finding out for this recently, like I am. But good old Wack 100, who has been on Big U's heels for quite some time, he spoke about this publicly as well. Like, this is not new to a lot of people.
She was pregnant at the time. A certain rapper summons her to come bring something that she had his. When she got there,
See right there, he just coded Nipsey's name. He didn't say his name there.
she was locked in there, and this individual, while she was pregnant, disciplined her. So many words. Again, you can find this interview on Tasha K. Google SKG Big U, you'll run into it. Okay, so SKG, because she was from 60s, she didn't contact law enforcement. She didn't call the police. She took it and went her way. Fast forward 8, 9, whatever, 10 years later, SKG is invited to the award ceremony with Benjamin Crump. If you go to SKG's Instagram, you will see SKG with photos with Benjamin Crump. I don't know about the other individual. I didn't see no photos of him and Benjamin Crump. And SKG no longer lives in California. So she had a hotel room by the airport, her and her children. It was a black tie affair. Everybody had to be dressed a certain way. SKG's dress coming from the situation. She's at the table, hotel, requesting something for a room. And he walked up and started antagonizing her. Started saying, like, you something else, you something else. This woman's traumatized. You understand what I'm saying? So she reacts, right? She starts to throw things. Like water bottle or something. She threw fucking bottles, anything she can get her hands on. By this time, my phone's called. So I'm on Clubhouse, so we live streaming it while it's happening in real time, right? Again, SKG, when she went through as a woman, because where she from, she didn't call the police. That's a situation could have probably got somebody 20 years. She stayed quiet, didn't say nothing about it. Statute of limitations was 3 to 6 years, right? It was over with. You're talking about it today, nothing happens, right? First thing Big U says is, not knowing that the live stream is going on, can you call the police? Can you call the police? SKG responds, call the police then. See, you can't flip it to SKG said call the police because we heard you and we saw you. First, I let them hear it, and then I waited a day and let them see it. Look to the people and say, can you call the police? And SKG responds, call them in. Right? She goes to her room, done with it. Next thing you know, 10, 15 minutes later, security comes up, tells her, hey, the dude's called the police. It's not the hotel. He's filing some type of arrest that he can do. And asks her, well, do you want to give us a statement? She said, I'm not giving you nothing. She's still keeping it real to the code. Before you know it, police come up. They don't even ask her nothing. They handle SKG like she assaulted an officer. Cuffed her, took her to jail. Only thing I could do was contact my Bill Bondsman and put him in position to get her, you know, DB.
Now let's take a look at the actual footage of what they're talking about, okay? Or what Wack is talking about there.
Did you put your hands on me? Did you put your hands?
Now she's allegedly, the person that's recording, that we're seeing the perspective of, allegedly is Big U, right? So this is her talking directly to Big U, who's also recording her at the same time.
Hands on me.
Never even seen you.
You fucking bully. You's a fucking bully.
I think you're
Put
bully.
your hands on me. Niggas a fucking bully. Did you lock me in the spot?
I think you're bullying right now.
No, did you lock me in the spot?
I think you're. Can you call the police?
Yeah, call the police. Call them now. Even though I can press charges for what you did
What's
to
going on
me.
here?
You see that?
Yeah, did you lock me in the spot?
We don't allow
You
recording
fucking
inside the
bully.
hotel. Just making it.
Did you put your hands
tell her?
on me? Did you try to blackball me?
I think you're mentally ill.
You fucking bully. Did you? Did you? You fucking bully.
Did you just throw
I
something
sure
at me?
did, you fucking bully.
Did you see that?
Nigga, if I have my burger, I'll blow your bitch ass back. You fucking bully.
All right, guys.
Did you almost make me lose my fucking baby? Did you put your hands on me? You fucking bully. This nigga's a bully. This nigga's a fucking bully. Wow, this nigga's a bully. Call the police. You bully ass nigga. Did you put your hands on me? This nigga's a woman beater. Big U, you didn't kill me. Don't pay him. This nigga's a woman beater.
What if
He's
he's
a
right?
fucking woman beater.
Tough. The reputation of Big U is obviously very, very powerful and strong. And now the legend of his allegations will continue to grow amidst his arrest. That's how it's going to go. So the SKG stuff will resurface. The old claims and statements that are incriminating will come to the forefront. More people will come forward and talk. AB will get thrown in the front like, hey, he was scamming millions of dollars out of NBA players. And this person going to say, hey, I had to check in with me. And this story will, it's like, wow. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I could see why people are left with limited options, because when you got somebody and the people around them that are that powerful and apply that type of pressure, it's two options. It's you kill the person or you leave. But like, I don't know what other options you really got, right? So it's spooky stuff. But that's all older news that's resurfacing, coming back to the forefront. But she's doing new stuff now too, so we'll see. You know, we'll follow it. Spooky. All right, on the lighter side, let's get to some positive stuff real quick. Y'all see Eminem. Well, I don't know if this is quote unquote positive. Definitely got something positive coming after this. Very, very positive. That's coming right after this. But yeah, Eminem. Why is Eminem in the thumbnail? One of my favorite rappers of all time, man. You know, he's a ghost. Man, don't fucking pop into the news cycle at all. He comes, he drops off his music, he gets the fuck on. No walkthroughs, no party, no nothing. Big engagements, maybe. Where the fuck is Eminem? He's been the biggest, most successful, at the same time, discreet rapper, I believe, of all time. That man stays under a rock, and I have a lot of respect for that. But look at this shit. Eminem's ex-engineer facing 15 years in prison for stealing and selling his unreleased music for $50,000 in Bitcoin. FBI also found Eminem's original handwritten lyric sheet and 12,000 audio files after searching his home. Eminem's former sound engineer, Joseph Strange, has been charged with copyright infringement and interstate transportation of stolen goods for allegedly leaking and selling 25 of Eminem's unreleased songs for $50,000 in Bitcoin. So to see charges as heavy as, so copyright infringement, you get it. But the interstate transportation, this is why I'm interested in stuff like this continuing to come out, where we can just look at it and learn it. Just imagine if you're a producer or you're an engineer, or if you would just happen to be in the studio hanging out and you get your hands on some unreleased songs or whatever, and you think like, oh, I got myself an exclusive. It's time for eBay. Well, it's time for me to hit Amazon with this, or let me call TMZ and say I got an exclusive. even traveling with that USB drive could get you transport or interstate transportation charges, right? You can get sued for stuff like this. This looks like legal and criminal stuff that you can face, right? Civil is always there, but it's like the type of criminal stuff that you could face for this. And let's be honest. This is dangerous for people to do for the artist's reputation, brand, and legacy, because certain songs are not released for a reason. Now, if I go to the extreme side of the spectrum, what if it's old Eminem tapes that like Benzino exposed, right? Of Eminem saying some racially charged shit. And we gave him a pass for that because the way he came back and he explained and he apologized for it and everything, we gave him a pass. We was like, all right, we're going to let you slide. It's all good. And then he continued to go on and we embraced him continually. Like the whole world did, right? The whole hip hop world did, right? Featured with him. Those tapes came out. Benzino thought like it was nail in the coffin. Ooh, look at that tie-in. But it wasn't, okay? Stuff like that could be held back for a reason. What I said on here, it doesn't have to be racial. It could be, I said some shit on here about Magic Johnson's son. You know what? Like, even though I like to dance around getting canceled, that right there is too much. Then somebody comes and, because they got their hands on the shit, puts it out. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just think of it on the surface and say, damn, M, like, you going to sue somebody for that? Like, it's your music. Like, so what? It's just you rapping. No. What if it's something that I feel like incriminates me, can change my status, can make me lose money, could change the way my daughter fucking looks at me? You know what I'm saying? Because it's a song that isn't released for a reason. Or even if it's just my fans on a lighter side of the spectrum. I don't think this is anywhere close to my best rapping. This was a fucked up day for me. I came in there, I wasn't on point, I wasn't sharp, and I gave 20% of my ability. And you put this shit out. Like, people are protective of their shit, you know, and I know fair use runs deep, like especially on the internet and on YouTube, right? But when you're talking about unreleased stuff and then you take it and you package it and you try to sell it, or selling something or putting something in a position where you can garner profit from it directly like that, I don't know. Like that is spooky, and I think that is to be avoided. And I like for us to have these type of reminders. So M is on niggas' heels for that, and I get it. And speaking of the rights to things, this is why I said my next one is a positive one, a very, very positive one. Man, one of our kings, today's agenda, got the suitcase up in the Centra, go to room 112, tell them Uncle Centra, strangers, if no money exchanges, I got these catchy ranges to lead them niggas brainless. Or they told us stainless, you just remain as calm as possible, make the deal go through. If not, it's 12 shots, we know how you do. Please make your killers clean, slugs up in between, they eyes like true lies, kill them and flee the scene, just bring back the coke or the cream, or else your life is on the shelf. We mean this, Frank, them catch you fucking with the bombs in your mom's gas tank. Let's get this money, baby. They shady, we get shady. Dress up like ladies, Roberta with 3380s, and they come and kill our babies. That's all out. I got gas that blow the wall out, clear them all out, fuck a fallout. Work the stretch, I bet they, cause 7 digits push me, fucking real. Here's the deal, I got 100 bricks, 14, 5 a piece, enough to cop the 6 by the house on the beach. A piece of Jeeps, bring a piece, capiche. Body getting cream, no one considered to leech. Think about it now. There's damn near 1.5. I kill them all. I'll be set for life. Frank, pay attention. These mother henchmen, renegades. If you die, they still get paid. Extra probably. Fuck a robbery. I'm the boss. Promise you won't rob them. I promise. But of course, you know I have my fingers. Niggas bleed. What? What happened? Where my way that day? Oh shit! I remember niggas back in school days that could rap and hit on the table at the same time. I never got it like that. Niggas could hit on their chest and beatbox and hit. I was like, how do you do that level of rhythm and coordination? Y'all got it. But Big, man, we gotta pay some tribute and respect to Big, man. We have to. We love this man. We will forever uphold this man's name. Big, one of the best to ever do it. One of the rightful owners of the crown and the chair. There's others. You know, you got your Pops, you got your Nas's, you got your J's, and so forth and so on. But he's one of the rightful owners to the crown. Okay, one of them. What do we got here? Biggie's catalog and rights have been sold for over 150 million. Prior to her passing, rest in peace, Miss Valletta Wallace. Prior to her passing, Valletta Wallace, mother to the Notorious B.I.G., was finalizing a deal to sell part of his catalog and other rights. As per credible reports today, we can confirm Biggie's estate has closed on a deal to sell the stake in the legendary rapper's catalog to Primary Wave, whoever that is, or whatever company that is. The deal comes weeks after the Hollywood Reporter first broke the news on the deal's development. Sources previously told THR that Biggie's publishing rights were up for about $100 million, while the master rights were on the table for another $50 million. Sources said the deal gives Primary Wave 50% to both rights, as well as his name and likeness. Wow. So of that 150 million, that's what it cost you to get half of the rights to his shit. And this caught my eye for two reasons. Well, multiple reasons. One is big. Two, him and his estate and all his family and everybody tied to him deserve all this type of shit. The impact this man has had on hip hop and his legacy continuing the way that it has, they deserve it and more. You know what I'm saying? And three, we were discussing rights and people selling portions of their catalog the way Future did and whatnot. We were discussing that a couple weeks ago. So, you know, to look at how we can gauge some of these catalogs and what type of profit it can turn. Oh, half a big shit. The rights and his likeness just went for that amount. And Big, while he was alive, he did one album when he was alive. Life After the Second, the double disc, he had already passed away, right? So when you consider the amount of albums that he delivered, it's nowhere near like a Nas or a Jay-Z or you see what I'm saying? The LL, like these people got a lot of albums. Yet the rights to his shit, wow, this is huge. This is huge. Dope to see. Proud of that young man and his family and his estate. We should all be. And yes, we will be getting out of here. Damn, we had to go damn near an hour and 45 today. I told y'all I had a lot of stuff that don't fit no title and thumbnail. But yeah, we're gonna end it on a good positive note like that. They undersold. I hope so, which means that the other 50% of it, come get it. Come get it, man. Come get it, man. Go ahead and give that family all they want and all they deserve, man. Rest in peace to the late, great, one of the kings, one of the crown wearers. Big, to be loved, to be protected within our culture forever. Okay. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for everybody tuning in. Once again, keep the information coming. If you got strong, relevant type of stuff, yo, here's the paperwork, ARP. Yo, this news right here is crazy. Oh, this is tied in. This is linked. I can't watch everything. I watch a lot. I do my job. I work all day long. I got my eyes on the scene. But I appreciate y'all really, really chiming in. Please don't flood my DMs with stuff that's like light. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's light, I probably seen it or, you know, but like, oh, this is going down. Or definitely, if you think it's like that, then just tweet it to me. You know what I'm saying? Because getting to my tweets is way easier than getting through all my DMs, right? But I appreciate y'all, man. Team effort. It's the Sorry Shoe Podcast, and we will be back ASAP.
Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss, making decisions my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I dropped it, connected the block, learn Tetris.
This is the Sorry Shoe Podcast. Welcome to the house of. And shout out to the members.